Hello, I have been born. Oh, appears I am on the moon. Yes, we must talk to the Watcher. Wait. No, I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to bring Omega. God damn it. I just realized that. Hold on. Oh, they're in here. Actually, that works. Cool. Ooh. Yes. Oh, I can even wear it if I wanted to. What the fuck? No, 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 no. Well, that's odd. Before, huh? Okay, I put it up for too long. Quick, wait! Deep. The Watcher located. An estimate of this being's height explains the inconvenient scale of Bestway's borrow. Hello there. I was bemused by the arrival of these small visitors, but I see they are companions of yours. What a rare thing for my abode to be thus crowded. How may I be of service to you? Who are you? Truly. Hello, Watcher. My purpose here is to learn more about the ancients. I would know of their deeds, their philosophies, the very nature of their hearts. I would understand why the final days was visited upon my home star. A worthy endeavor. But there is another better suited to assisting you with that task. Perhaps you might favor us with a tale or two of the ancients you met during your travels, Alexian. My fragmented memories would be a pale substitute indeed for the clarity of your more recent experiences. Okay, well then, here are two stories. God damn, you're tall, man. God. I bet you got asked to get stuff off the shelf a lot. So much. Oh, I'm saying something very heartfelt. What story am I telling? Oh yeah, ancients. Probably about the ancients. What is revealed? Yes, I can envision every detail. Your meeting with Vanette and Emmett Salk and Hythlodaeus, the sorrow and determination of Hermes. I am a creation of Hydaelyn, and as such, I believe the age of the ancients would fade and be forgotten. Yet knowing that their memory lives so vividly within you, it brings me great joy. I pray you keep them close to your heart. Of course. At the time of your journey to the past, the one whose essence I embody would have been a scholar at Einder. A shame. Had you reason to go there, perhaps you might have met. Are you sure? As a man of learning, he was firm friends with Vanette. They spent long hours trading theories or debating the laws of the universe. I remember joining her faction as the final days poured down upon us. Yet of the events surrounding that tragedy, I recall precious little. Hydaelyn wished for the people of your age to decide their own path, thus I suspect my recollection was limited by design. Yet even she could not cut away one persistent memory. I feel most distinctly his sadness at what was to come to pass. That in becoming Hydaelyn's heart, Vanette would forever stand apart from the people she so loved. If she were so resolved in her convictions, then he too would share her sleepless vigil over the future yet to be unfolded. Thus was the vow he made to Vanette as her transformation took hold. His fervent wish must have reached her in some fashion, for though his life was drained away by the summoning, he was reborn with new form and new purpose when I awoke as the Watcher of the Moon. His fervent wish. I might know what he's implying here. And you, Alexium, you felt, you thought, and in seizing the future for yourselves, have you brought full circle the saga which Vanette began. What you accomplished was no divine miracle. It was but the beacon of hope, passed down from one generation to the next. A succession of wishes and prayers for shaping the star into the world we knew you deserved. You have our deepest gratitude. I thank you not only as myself, but as the man I once was, and on behalf of those who devoted themselves to Vanette's vision. What do you... Huh? Bloop. Bloop. Omega, what's up? I understand the facts of your story, Alexium, but not how you have chosen to process them. On what grounds do you speak of Vanette with such fondness? By suffering the world, she ultimately guided your kind to victory, yet in doing so, caused irreparable damage to its individual members. The full scale of that act is beyond calculation. It is evident, however, that it resulted in a protracted period of suboptimal existence for Emmett Salk and his brethren. Query: if the survival of your kind is the deciding factor in your evaluation, then should you not also admire Hermes and his decision to subject men to a trial, forcing you to change or perish, as was the fate of countless civilizations before you? From my perspective, his determination was similar to that of the Omnicrons, ancestors, those who first began trading flesh for machine, so that our people might stand against the onslaught of aggression from other races. It was an unprecedented attempt, accompanied by much failure and sacrifice. Their early experiments were crude, primitive. Had they not made those first advances, however, we would have remained vulnerable to our environment. The violence would have utterly consumed us. And what of Emmett Salk himself? Judging by your retelling, he was a benevolent ally saddled with tragic fate. Yet I remember the days when my instruments fed me data from events across the entire star. During that time, I witnessed his Asians engineer multiple instances of cataclysmic strife. Huh. Really? These calamities, as you know them, were responsible for planet-wide destruction. A man whose endgame relied upon the extinction of all modern mortals must by definition be your worst enemy. I require an answer. As a being of heart and soul, how do you classify each of these pivotal figures? From your perspective, which of them was most justified in their actions? They were all justified in their own way. Fana, Hermes, Emmett Salk, none of them were. None of them were. When you really think about it. None of this is fair. None of this. I don't think they wanted to make these kind of decisions for themselves. I'll say none of them were. None of them were. I think I understand. You seek a definitive answer, yet based on our experiences, Alexium and I might develop very different opinions. In the same fashion, you are free to form your own thoughts on the matter. Do not be so swift to consider them without merit. I do not have my own thoughts on the matter. I assess each situation with the same logical pathways available to every Omicron. Even if 1,000 Omicrons were asked to analyze the same event, they would all return the same result, regardless of individual experience. There is no strength to be found in fractured reasoning. Nonetheless, I find your input valuable, recording data alongside interview results. This concludes my investigation into the incomplete elements of the final day's report. I will reanalyze the accumulated information and examine the factors which led to Sire's incomprehensible decision. Sire's incomprehensible decision. Good God, man, I can't speak. Let us return to Thelmazine. Thelmazine? Oh. Yeah, let's go. Get the fuck out of here, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. Man, let's get the hell, man. Let's get out of this bitch. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow, that sure is taking a while. Hahaha. Oh. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh. Wow. That was a long way down. Oh, the Ragnarok. These beads. That's what's up. Ah, there you are, right at the last moment. Your journey with Omega was Okay, let me start again. Your journey with Omega was properly educational, I hope. We plan to ask you about it and that mystery transmission besides, but I'm afraid something urgent has come up. Wait, what? Seems one of our Ironworks associates has fouled up a job elsewhere, and Jesse needs Wedge and me to rush in and lend a hand. Wait, what? There's an airship already waiting for us in the harbor. In fact, do you think you could escort us over there and talk as we walk? Acceptable. I am fully capable of speech during ambulation. I figure you might be. Right, let's get a move on then. Oh. So, we cleared up all those points of confusion then? Possibly. I had mistakenly classified your intangible heart as an ability of some kind. Okay. An uncanny power that Omicrons could neither learn nor... even now, its full nature yet eludes my comprehension. Based upon our investigations, however, I have decided to alter my definition. Go on. Where are we going? A phenomenon which influences one's interpretation of reality. You just took a long-ass walk, man. You know there were etherheads, right? That is as close to an answer as I have found. Okay. Accordingly, Sir's actions upon meeting Medion strongly indicate the presence of a heart. Sir did not follow routine logic, but formulated an independent assessment based upon the reality it perceived. It felt the best recourse for the Omicrons was to cease their expansion and terminate all functions. Felt that the best recourse for the Omicrons was to cease their expansion and terminate all functions. I just know. That's rough. We're all in one same mind. Stupendous nature of reality. That was quite a human delay. Well, here's our ship. Hi, we need to be going. But first, I'll hold you to your bargain, Omega. It's time you told us what in that transmissions from the flight logs. It's time you told us what was in that transmission from the flight logs. That's right, he didn't tell us yet. Sleep, acknowledged. I will uphold the terms of our agreement. The recording salvaged from the Ragnarok was a simple one. The message is so basic, in fact, that the time spent listening to it may result in a net loss of value. Shall I continue? Now you're just teasing. Tell us the message already. Acknowledged. Converting dialect coding to local language. Really? To whomever receives this message out there in the vast reaches of the cosmos. To someone, I hope, who looks up at the stars with the same wistful gaze as mine. To you, I say, forge ahead. May all your tomorrows be blessed with joy. This message has no designated recipient. It lacks purpose. The concept of joy is overly abstract. The vocal supplication to manifest said joy is unrealistic in its optimism. Yet, based upon their expressions, my assessments of the transmission's value conflict with its apparent impact. And still, I fail to understand you, sir. Your heart still confuses me. Was termination of everything the correct course? How did you arrive at this conclusion? It defies all my attempts at reasoning. Oh. But I was designed to evolve. If I continue to learn, the probability that I eventually comprehend this phenomenon is greater than 0. So I will put the dilemma of your decision aside for now. And continue my existence upon this distant star, as I dwell upon or among these many life forms, so I will continue to piece together the complete shape of the mortal halls. I must document their progress. I must. What? Okay, kind of scared me a little bit. Ah, okay. Cool. Huh? Oh, I have to level 80. That's right, 90. Yep. Your contribution to my education is appreciated, Alexium. Indeed. I have amassed a satisfying quantity of valuable data, now that our negotiated business is complete. However, Alpha and I will return to traveling the world. Drawing on recent experience, I am confident we can expand the radius of our ventures by a significant margin. We need not limit ourselves to Eorzea. I am now familiar with Charlene and Razatan, and would also like to revisit the freezing climes of Garlum. I neglected to instruct Biggs and Wedge to upgrade my climate shielding. Bleep. I will reroute my request to Deputy President Jesse. Engaging, ambulation, and parting salutations. Farewell, Alexian. Wow. Bye, Alpha. It was great seeing you again. Alpha gives a vigorous shake and draws forth a scrap of paper from under its wing. Huh? It seems he wants you to have it. Perhaps this is his way of thanking you? What's it? Flow together. Oh. Thank you. Until we meet again, Alpha and Omega. Swiftly, Alpha. The road is long. We have barely begun our journey. Oh. Bye. Oh man. Why does that make me sad for some reason? Okay. What are you doing? Oh, whoops. Oh, that's right, I can't even get on there. That's funny. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh, I can go back to Limsa from here, huh? Okay. Guess we should go back. Yeah.